No, out of all the Akame Ga Kill characters suggested to me by you guys, the most requested I've seen so far has to be Lubbock, which actually really surprised me as I would have expected some of the other characters to be in more demand. But after doing all the research and learning a bit more about this character, I can definitely see why you guys wanted me to make a video on him. So for those of you who did request it, I hope you enjoy. Also, I quickly wanted to mention, I don't know what it is with this series, but I have a really hard time pronouncing their names, so if I screw up a name here or there, I apologize. Also, this video may contain a bit of spoilers, mostly from the manga. A little about Lubbock's past: he was the fourth son born into a wealthy family of merchants within a certain region of the empire. When he was younger, Lubbock met former General Najenda after moving into the same region where he lived, and immediately fell in love with her. Due to the burning desire he had of wanting to get closer to her, he decided to leave the life he once had behind and join the Empire's military. Being as talented as he is, he quickly rose through the ranks and reached a point where he was able to serve directly by Najenda's side, and he remained extremely loyal to her throughout his time working with her. He not only joined her in her defection to the rebellion, but even went as far as to risk his own life to change both their military records to killed in action. It is also for this reason that Lubbock was never shown on a wanted poster, despite having left the capital. Lubbock has claimed that many of the ideas and techniques in which he uses his imperial arms are a result of reading manga. Kind of a weird inspiration if you ask me, but then again, this is coming from the guy who likes to make YouTube videos about anime characters for fun. Apparently, he runs a bookstore on the side where he most likely spends his time coming up with these new ideas. Not gonna lie, I'm actually very curious to find out exactly what kind of manga he was reading. In Akame Ga Kill Theater, which was a short little extra that appeared at the end of every episode, Lubbock is one of the most reoccurring characters to appear, often acting as a TV host as well as advertising his teammates' Imperial Arms weapons. He was also commonly made the punching bag by pretty much everyone. Despite mostly relying on his tricks in order to defeat enemies with a physical advantage in size and/or strength, for example, faking his death, Lubbock is also proficient in hand-to-hand combat and is very resourceful and a great tactician, and like to stay a few moves ahead of his enemy even when a situation would change drastically. His Imperial Arms weapon, Crosshilt, takes on the form of gloves and metallic fingers with wire running through them, and can be used in various ways to attack, defend against, or immobilize enemies. These threads were created from the body hair of an S-class danger beast that hails from the high clouds over the eastern region's mountains, and was at some point acquired by Lubbock, who used it in a variety of different ways. One way he uses these wires is by creating a perimeter around his surrounding area, which he uses to detect and trap his enemies who have unknowingly crossed through them. He also has the ability to form a number of different melee weapons such as a spear, or can simply be used as armor by encasing his own body with it. He can also disassemble these weapons at will. If a foe has been stabbed by him, he is able to undo these weapons and force the strings inside his enemy's body and attack their internal organs, ensuring quick kills. The thread can also be tied to certain objects such as knives to control their course of flight when thrown, and thus take the enemy by surprise. His trump card, known as Realm Cutting Thread, uses an even stronger type of string which originates from the stronger areas of the same danger beast's body, and is even powerful enough to restrain a Grand Chariot user for a small amount of time. Lubbock is one of few characters in the series shown to have used more than one Imperial Arms weapon, although it didn't go as well for him as you might think. During Night Raid's investigation of Wild Hunt, both Lubbock and Tatsumi were captured and brought to the Imperial capital by the Prime Minister's son Sayura. While Tatsumi's prisoner treatment was being handled by Esdeath, Sayura took over Lubbock's interrogation, leading to a number of inhumane torture methods in order to obtain information on the whereabouts of Night Raid's headquarters, including the crushing of one of his testicles. I'm not even joking here. When asked about the progress of the torture, Sayura commented that Lubbock's eyes were beginning to lose hope, his body was shaking from head to toe due to the trauma, and he would often bite his own arm to the point of bleeding. However, this was later revealed to be an act in order to trick Sayura into releasing him from his shackles. He proceeded to break Sayura's neck using a string hidden within his mouth and killing him, which is pretty genius, not gonna lie. After defeating him, Lubbock tried to use Sayura's Imperial Arms weapon Shambhala to escape, although it only managed to teleport him to the courtyard of the place he was being kept in, where the character Izuo happened to be waiting for him. And unable to escape a second time, he was drastically cut down. But I have to admit, the fact that he was able to go through all of that torture and somehow still manage to get the one-up on his torturer without revealing any information to the enemy has definitely moved Lubbock up on my list of favorite characters from this series. And there you have it guys, 5 facts about Lubbock from Akame Ga Kill. It had been a while since I had made a video covering a certain character from this anime, so hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys want me to do any other characters from the series, feel free to let me know in the comment below. Akame Ga Kill was at one point one of my favorite anime, so I do plan on getting to all the characters eventually, so just let me know which ones you guys would like to see first. Also, if you guys did make it to the end of this video, you guys can go ahead and let me know by commenting the word string down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you could tap that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe for future videos. If you have an idea for a top 10, leave a comment down below and make top 10s of just about anything. And with that being said, I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.